I really wish there was a way I could like actually get my fan to apparently not come through on my mic. But preferably without having to like fuck with like any of my settings. You finally have time. Hey there, how's it going? Also, yeah, as much as I'd like to be like, yeah, we're gonna do 3 entire fucking runs. Actually, technically 4, sorry, which I'll explain in a moment. I don't know if I'll actually get to doing like a Gaiden practice run, because it's the longest of everything on the list, basically. Anyway, let me change this over real quick. Change it over real quick when, you know, hopefully my, what do you call it? My Switch 2 has decided to not be an asshole. That was fun earlier. I think the issue is because I did have my Switch 2 off my dock earlier. Because one of the things I was doing earlier was doing tech checks for both Lady Arcaders and Flame Fatales. And I think when I might have put my Switch 2 back on my dock, I didn't put it fully back on the dock. So it kept flickering instead of actually giving a proper image. So once I reseated it, it was like, oh yeah, you're fine now. Who's this new lady? This is I think I actually mentioned this model like as early as April, but back then I was like, I probably would only use it for laughs for like a stream or two, but then I'm like, maybe I should actually change to this. So I ended up actually sitting down over the last few days and like kind of finishing it somewhat. I say somewhat because I do want to give this model a different like kind of base outfit, but the rest of it for the most part is like kind of set in stone. I think the only other thing might be altering some of the perfect sync settings, but that's easier to do. It's nice, thanks. I like your new model, thanks. Also, theoretically, I did do both my tech checks with this, so, oops. I'm trying to think, which one do I want to do first? Because, yeah, I said 4 runs. Another one I now have to actually practice is the first climb, this one. Which, thankfully, it's only 10 minutes, even if you fuck it up. So I'm not super concerned, plus the fact that it's like not RNG heavy compared to everything else. Also, I meant to say hi there to you as well. But yeah, because I know for first climb though, there are like, there's 2 stages I know in particular I need to actually get better with, and then two where it's like one of them I need to kind of get more consistent with like the main trick that you use in it, and one of them is more just like kind of getting better at actually hitting the ball correctly. everything else is like the only way you're either getting good time on it is just not hesitate with movement, or like literally just do what I already do with it. But yeah, I did want to start with Splatoon 3 first though, because I noticed some things with this run with the Agent Voice palette that I'm like, should have probably been doing that from the start. Here's if you're gonna update your profile picture since you got a new model. Probably eventually, it depends on how quick / not quick I am with like actually doing the stuff that I would need to do to change it. Especially since I would have to change not only that, but I know on my actual site there are at least 2 pictures that also would have to be changed because of it. And one of them will probably take a hot second to like do anything similar to, because it requires actually opening Photoshop and being like, here, let's just absolutely fuck this up, like picture wise. But I mean, okay, well apparently I thought it was standing in front of the door. The answer was no, I'm not. Yeah. I like that the game decided to troll very first thing. Oh, here's main firing speed. It's on splat zones. It's like, thanks. That's exactly what you don't want. Is this... Okay, it's this one. Also helps that the game actually registered that one off. Don't you dare come near my ball. Thanks. Okay, 14 seconds while fucking up is actually not that bad. Yes. Orbit rail. One of the easiest things with these guys. I think you can do that faster than 14 seconds, but that's not the worst. Well, I gotta pick something in this because I can't reset again. Mean damage close is fine. I was about to be like, man, the game just trolling hard. First selection, here's what do you call it? Perfect, thank you. First selection had main firing speed on splat zones, and then that one there, I saw 2 main piercing, but also on splat zones, and on one of the actual worst stages you can pick at this point in the game. That's like, thank you game, I love you too. Actually, probably should have taken ink recovery rate, but fuck it. do this because I don't think I'm gonna get enough ink back in my gun. No, I actually do not have the money to buy anything, so I guess we need to actually check in the vending machine. That's unfortunate. Actually, first time Marina says that, and it's like, actually, yeah, you're right. Good luck, cute model, thanks. How's it going, Garlic? Don't glide, well, I'm sorry, I have to glide over to this. Okay, well that missed where I was supposed to go, but... Apparently didn't get any spin tops out of that, that sucks. Pretty good, been waiting hours for my tutorial video to process. Oh god, yeah. Because I think... I suppose it also would have included the pirate yachts to go through as well, but I would think on YouTube it was saying like it was 7 hours, like stream-wise. And then... yeah, add an extra, and it's like... It's like one of the biggest pains with like editing anything video wise is if it's long enough, it's just like, cool, go sit for like 50 hours and come back later. I did just DS on Twitch and edited the local recording for YouTube. Yeah, that... I suppose also it depends on what you're using to edit too, because I know some stuff might be a little faster, but... Ooh, nice. Less than 10 seconds, thanks, Gabe. Yes, actually, now that I can actually buy shit. Somewhat worth. Use OpenShot, but I have a feeling... Actually, wait, this was already a, yeah, it is, okay, so I didn't need to reset. Feeling is something I thought easier to use. I... don't recall how OpenShot works, so yes, no, maybe. It's the only two things I've used is Vegas and Premiere. Come here. Thanks. Oh, I didn't mean to actually do it that badly, but that's fine. Man, please stop dancing around me, thank you. Oh, did she already come down? Oh, she did. My bad. Oh. Seems similar to Windows Movie Maker, but more updated. Oh, okay, that actually might not be too bad then. So I guess the only other thing that might come to mind is like how it utilizes if like GPU and or CPU for encoding. Wasn't that literally the exact same vending machine I had before the boss? That's why I'm so confused. I'm like, I know it had Inksaver sub and I know it had like a yellow, maybe orange. Woo! No, bad. I didn't even know the thing was gonna come around the corner. I guess that's why I usually get that thing out of the way first. Yeah, mobile ink recovery is fine. There we go. Oh, I guess that's cool to know. Yeah, sure. Why not? I was gonna say I should be getting out of here fast enough. Oh wait, no, hold on. I do actually want that, thank you. That's entirely on my bed. Poor dead fish. Excuse me, you made a fucking more difficult sequel? To a game that's apparently 888 BPM? That's fine. And ruined. I think 10 seconds might be the best you get there? 10 or 9. Oh, I don't have to reset any bosses on this run, what the hell? Okay. ICL splat zones, I instantaneously do not care what any of those chips are. Sound wave damage is garbage. Splash damage would be nice, but not splat zones. Sure. that feel when eventually it's just like, I don't want to keep wasting membucks to reset, especially possibly getting stuck on something you don't want, and it's just like, yeah, you know what, whatever. There we go, that actually went this time. No touching the ball, thank you. Vending machine corner. Which is very unfortunate because I saw main firing speed again, but on splat zones. Again. I do like splash damage. Gonna do the thing I shouldn't do. Never mind, it was very much worth. Thank you. Now let's see if we don't accidentally crash the game. So I can almost assure you, if I actually ever end up crashing the game on this thing at some point, I'll probably be fucking losing it laughing. It's the most stupid thing. Oh, you killed the boss too fast. Hold on. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's gonna try to attack, so I'm just gonna get it the fuck out of the way now. Okay, you know what? Fuck you then. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. There we go. Busted. Busted, no crash. Do any bosses soft lock in Splatoon? I don't believe so. I know that Layered Rotator has this thing where if you... It's specifically almost always going to happen with the triple ink strike. Where if it actually takes out the boss too fast, the game just literally doesn't know what the fuck to do and hard crashes on you. The game also tried to fucking trick me there, and it's like, hold on. We're not taking balls on the gateway stage. That's how you lose time. Well, I was hoping that would have went more towards this, but it's fine. There we go. No, for those. Yes, because main range is on a tower. Main range would probably have been the better choice, but we're stage, so. Oh great, that actually means that the big boys are gonna be going real hard. If I'm not careful. Okay, no mind, we're good. Is there even anything I need at this point from a vending machine? Probably not. But also, that was twice now. It's like, here, floor 15, here's a early vending machine for you. Yeah, I think the rest... If there's any other vending machines for the rest of this run, I'm probably just gonna be like... Okay, I wasn't meaning like right away, but yeah, I'm probably just gonna walk out. I don't think I need anything else. Ink attack size, no thank you. Oh wait, yes. Almost skipped over homing shots, even though they're pretty useless at this point. Don't move in swim form? Well, that's a lot easier than don't use your main weapon. I say and then move in swim form anyway. Oh, it's that one over there. My bad. I thought it was someone off to the side in the top one. Oops. thank you. No thank you. Ow, fuck. Okay, well I guess it's worth doing a fucking vending machine to make up for that. I was gonna say, I realized only after I'd already hit reset that there was main ink coverage on a fish stage. And it's just like, yeah, why wouldn't you take that? Okay. That's fine. I just have to actually bounce my ass over to here. Here we go. Get right into last boss. As much as I would have been like, oh, sub 20, it's like, nah, not getting lit with this run. Did you know that aiming at things is very hard? Yeah, that's better. Better and more what I was trying to do with the other one. It's like a millisecond off from being able to hit that properly. Goodbye. And one more set of portals. Okay. Actually hit it at the right time this time. I hear sharks. Also remembered I have a shield, so I don't actually care as much. Where's the last one? Oh, jeez. $21.44. Okay, what's the in-game time? Okay, that's a lot better, because I did actually get... Was it earlier today or was it yesterday? There was one point where I was actually doing a timed run of this, and I got a PB then as well. It was the 22:30 whatever that was there. But it was funny with that one because it was like, even though the real time was a PB, the in-game time was like roughly 15 seconds slower than my actual in-game time PB at the time. GG, thanks Garlic. 8 minutes, progress. Where does 8 minutes even put you now? Because that's a minute and 17 seconds removed? Side order. I know for RTA it still leaves me in 3rd place because the other ones who have done this on Switch 2 right now both have 17 minutes. 8 minutes is 17th place. So that's a move up of 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. Actually, also, it also reminds me of something very silly. So like every single palette in this game you can basically do a run with, as New Game Plus. And there was like a group of people who for some reason were doing Shiver's palette, which is the stringer. Actually, it'd probably be easier to show what that looks like. Which weapon it is. But a bunch of people were doing this one here. And they were getting like mid to low 20s. And then a Japanese runner, Tatsuya, comes in, literally just decides, single try, go do this palette's New Game Plus run, gets 17 minutes, submits it to the leaderboard, and the comment just says Tatsuya jump scare. And then, yeah, like the one right after that is just like, yeah, there's no way getting that anything close to the 1722. I also remember that run specifically because I just happened to be looking at Twitch and I was like, oh, Tatsuya's online, I might as well watch them. And then it's like, oh, they're doing that, okay. Oh god, I just realized Shiver has a god-awful fucking special. Her sub-weapon is like okay-ish. It's not as bad as Marie's, I'd argue, but that special, ooh, that's disgusting. Killer Whale's kinda garbage. I say kinda garbage, it is garbage. W. Yeah, it was pretty funny, all things considered. Half of me was considering trying to do Shiver's palette myself, but it's like, I already know I can't really use her palette, like that specific weapon that well, so I'd probably need like a decent amount of practice. But yeah, 2144, very nice, very fancy. And yeah, I think that also solidifies the thing I kept doing was using the same bosses that you generally use for Marie's palette, which is the ball and layered rotator. And it turns out for Agent Force palette you actually kind of want parallel cannon. Also, Summer Best is under 20 minutes, so I guess that's also a nice plus side there too. So let's say, what the hell is... Oh, let's switch one. Switch two. Oh, there's only 2 runs anyway. But... do I try Agent Force palette again to see if I can get under 21? Or do I just try the first climb first? This first climb is, like I was mentioning earlier, it's pretty much like set in stone what you do. And I know the areas I specifically need to improve on. Also, it would help if this is not covering that. There we go. Yeah, you know what? Let me try the first climb one. Also realizing I do feel bad that I ended up accidentally erasing that floor 5. Separate leaderboards for in-game time and RTA. Because in general, I actually don't know why they're separated. Right now, I can tell you the RTA is separated specifically because Switch and Switch 2 times are currently not together. Because the amount of time you save for just switching over to the newer console gives you enough of a time save that it's like, yeah, keep the RTA for both separate right now. Beforehand though, I actually am not as sure on why both were separated, to be honest. Because you could theoretically just put them on the same board. I guess maybe the reasoning was so that, like, maybe because you can get a good in-game time but have very shitty RTA, and then vice versa to an extent. You can get pretty decent to good RTA, but your in-game time might not be like super great per se. So it might have been just so that it's like, might have been the thought of just because so they don't have one person basically dominating the boards solely based on in-game time only, but instead have it so that you could compete on either front. I think they just pick it IGT or RTA to base the ranking off of. Yeah, I think the reasoning is they probably didn't want to have it so that you had to kind of concentrate on one or the other, and instead you can just do whichever one you want to do. So I think the in-game time, I think the person who has most of the in-game time records right now, I am like almost certain their RTA for the runs in question is like very slow compared to a lot of the other RTA runs. Yeah, because 250 250, but the RTA would be like 22 minutes probably, if you account for like extra. Yeah, 21 minutes. That, yeah, I should have clarified. This is specifically for Marie's palette. Oh, I forgot Tatsuya actually has the one for this palette, for Agent 4. In that particular case, you actually probably could let Tatsuya just have the lead, because I know that they also have the RTA for Switch at least. And they're currently second place on Switch too. But if that's somehow not their reasoning though, then I actually have no other clue on why they would have done that. Outside of the current predicament of like, hey, did you buy new console? Because if so, enjoy fast time. 926. I saw the OG Switch prices went up. Yeah, they went up. They went up here too, and a lot of games also went up. A lot of first-party games are now like $85. And it's like why. I keep forgetting Pearl has a curling bomb. Shit. That's right. That's fine, I'll take the like 1 second or so loss for that. That can be a bit better than that. I hate this stage. The fuck Nintendo. You think prices of the old console will go down, but why bother guessing what's up with their business choices? Yeah. I had a feeling that bomb didn't actually go where I wanted it to go, which is unfortunate. Just in there. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck Nintendo's doing with like raise the prices of that. I think the one that threw me off the most, and I only knew of this one because I actually had an email long before they actually announced it publicly. They raised the prices, at least here, of the Nintendo Switch Online membership stuff. And it's like, why? It's literally a subscription. What's causing you so much of a problem that you have to increase that of all things? Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna go too far away from these guys. Those collectively across users to make them kind of extra money. Maybe, but it's also just, I don't know. Like, they can't use, I guess, the same excuse that they might be able to use for why the consoles went up, because it's like, oh, okay, tariff bullshit, sure, but then it's like, an online service? What? Oh, shit. I was gonna say, what's gonna happen first? This thing comes down, or I actually get my shield back to try again? Hate how much time you lose just for fucking that up. Also, I don't know why this thing keeps coming down to this section lately, because it usually doesn't. I think the price is just a force you to buy a Switch too. For here, maybe, but for the States, probably not. Love that I got Bunny behind me chewing shit. Again. Yo, that's... Oh! Okay, you know what? It actually wasn't that bad. Just hit the thing, please. Thank you. Go to turn away and the game's just like, no, you're done already, get out. But I guess one plus side, unless I didn't notice it, is it doesn't look like prices were raised in Japan. So it's just like, okay, congratulations, you've now just basically assured that I'm just gonna use my Japanese account for shit. I love hitting the button at the wrong time. Yeah, you're fishy. I was gonna say, don't go into that menu, I don't need to be in that. That needs to go towards that, yeah. Okay, you know what, that's fine enough. Even better. Also, you would think, given that the control room in literally every other run does not make you skip anything until after you're already on that, but for some reason I keep trying to like hit the skip button way earlier than you actually should be. Okay, so apparently that one didn't stay covered. That's unfortunate. Hit. Can y'all get out of my way? Okay, you know what? I'll just break that one. Or die. I was gonna say, I don't recall if Marina actually gets her portals back. Because if this was Overlorder, all the portals would respawn. Just get them the hell away from me. I didn't actually see that she had actually died. I like ending the timer slow or too late. Exactly. I swear that's all I've been hearing the last few days is just Bunny like nom 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 on like something behind me that they shouldn't actually be chewing, not something that I've handed them to chew. What's up? Not much. What about you? Also, as much as there's a part of me that's like, 10 minutes, 12 seconds, it's like, if things keep up with this palette here, then it's not gonna make a huge difference if that's somehow 12 seconds. Behind, if this ends up being accidentally like 9 minutes behind. Or 9 minutes ahead, sorry. Chilling. That's nice. That's good. Yeah, I think I'll do one more of this and then probably switch to Kaito Files. I think I specifically just wanted to make sure though, like, am I actually losing it with the thought of, what do you call it? That parallel cannon's a good choice, and it's like, no, it is a good choice. You stream on Twitch too? Yes, currently streaming there at the same time. And me forgetting what palette I even have on hand. Good job. Well, I mean, that wasn't how I was trying to kill the first fish, but it works. I was trying to get the first fish to die by the ink balloon. Here. Oh, there you go. And oh, okay. Thank you for good body blocking. 11 seconds, I'm actually not that concerned. A vending machine on floor 3. Triple ink strike? Question mark? No, but I guess I'll take that. Take that and hope I don't regret that choice. Explosion Festival is fine. One of these days, this game will not try to troll my ass with that shit, and today is not that day. Probably should have actually hit this portal as well with that. At least once. Useless vending machine, let's go. Yes, actually, mainly coverage, thank you. Also, I don't know what the hell it is. Jesus Christ. So to be like, I don't know what the hell it is, but my neck has been like super fucked the last like day or two. So I keep going like this, because it's like, I don't know, crunchy. Oh wait, no, stepping stones is fine. The only tower that it's like, this is acceptable. I don't know. At that point, it would have been kind of useless to use the Trizuka. Main range, don't mind if I do. This is the one, though, then that is portal on top, and then the bottom one. Yeah, okay. It's like, I know one of them should be up here, and then one of them should be like in a spot where you can just smash one of these spin tops into. If you know how to, well, I guess that's aiming correct enough. Mobile special charge, yes please and thank you. That also means whatever, what do you call it? Whatever boss is, first is going to be stuck with the Trizuka. Have you seen an actual VTuber play Splatoon? Really? Because I am pretty sure a bunch of us do. That is not the boss I want. That is actually also not the boss I want. That is also not the one I want. Good, thank you. I wouldn't have been too annoyed if it locked me to rotator, but if it locked me to the ball, I probably would have been like, God damn it. Yeah, here. Let's say I probably should actually do that first. Okay, apparently none of those ones did it. It's fine. Is the other one... Okay, yeah, it is. It's right there. So let's say, is the other Inkling already on the stage? And she was. No, none was either. It's fine. It would be nice if they stopped dancing around. Lady, please. Oh, she's already in the field. Give me that nice key, thank you. To be fair, I'm not tapped in at all. Okay, fair enough. I thought for a hot second of taking that splashdown, but no. I'd rather just wait and see if Triple Ink Strike is in the 15th floor. Oh, get in the hole. Oh well, okay. If you smash the thing, that's fine too. I do keep forgetting the bigger fish can actually just get smashed in the face by that. Sure. Let's see how this goes. Wait, switch back. That is like the big tower. Yes, it is. Okay. Bye, fishy. Why they peck? Cause that little tiny fish, that's the only way they have to attack you. It's not a huge issue at the end of the day, it's just more annoying than anything. Because they'll usually offset where you're standing. I almost went to hit the split button and it's like, no, there's one more floor. You know what? I feel like I should just do that at some point, like, okay, well I've not gotten triple H strike yet, you know what, fuck it, reset the damn vending machine. Oh wait, no, carefully into reversal is fine. Ball on the second boss floor, no thank you. I just need one of you to die. Thank you. I suppose I could have ran over to try to use the other one, but that would have been probably slower than 11 seconds at that point. No thank you to those. Poison ink? Sure. Please don't be lights out. Okay, so it was the first thing I was thinking of, which I can kind of deal with, I guess. Good job, fishy. Where did our other fish friends go? Right there. I probably should have just shot at it at the top instead of throwing the triple ink strike. Do I want to actually look at the vending machine? Sure. Okay, no mind, they worked out. So it's gonna be extremely useful in a few seconds. Preferably without garbage stage choices. Yeah, you know what, sure. Just to get through shit quick enough. Fuck it. Destroy portals. Go for this one first. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure when it only has two choices, it can only swap between the two. I can't say I've seen a point where it will actually be like, oh, your current choice is ball, well, here's ball again. Damn it. If that doesn't kill the top layer, I don't know what the fuck is gonna do so. Dead fish gonna be tired of the yapping from Harlem Marina. I mean, some of the things that they say are just like, yeah, okay, can we just go to the next floor now? So that is probably accurate, at least to some extent, yes, actually. Poor dead fish slightly stuck as a third wheel, and then it's like, wait a minute though, there's someone else here. I did not hit that at all, did I? No. Okay, that just completely went off stage, so yeah. That also went off stage. He doesn't talk, Stayfish is definitely lonely. Eh, maybe, yeah. It's supposed to be like, was I supposed to split, but no, it's 23 right now. I like having a moment of I regret my choices. Okay, well I know one of them is in here. No, I know nothing's over there. I was about to say, was it like one of those garage things that hit me? I literally just have their eyes to go off of at this point. Thank you, jeez. Dubious level. It's actually not that bad if you can actually see where you're going. The downside is that one of the danger things was, yeah, here you go, stage is dark. I actually wonder. Okay, no, can't quite hit up there. It's worth a check. Now I was hoping that would have went the other way, it's fine. Yeah, I think that stage actually just legitimately killed the run. In terms of trying to be PB at least. In terms of just like generally doing one, it's whatever. Because the main thing is making sure that it's under 30 minutes. How do you clear them so fast? probably doing this way too many times. Also, like how this time the game is like, here, we'll only make you lose item drops, which I don't care for anyway. I was hoping two of them would have hit this, not one. And thank you. What the fuck are these choices? Yeah, sure. Saying it's a skill issue? Not necessarily, because doing some of these pretty fast was something I was doing to begin with. Some stages very obviously need extra work. I also should have just went where I usually go for this one. I don't really need to sit for my face. There we go. All of those stages are a no thank you. Yeah, sure, splash radius. You only play side order? In terms of speedrunning at the moment, yes, for Splatoon related stuff. So the only other run I think I've done is like one of the kind of shitpost categories for the first game. No, thank you to those. No. Actually, I should have just taken that. Now it's just gonna keep giving me that stage, but garbage choices. Okay, vending machine's fine. Speedrun, that makes sense. Yeah, if you mean like in general, no, I've played every game that exists in the series. But in terms of speedrunning, this is the only one I've actually really done anything with. As would be like, can you kill the final boss in like 3 seconds? And it's like, no. Especially when it's like, you're not even getting in there that fast. There we go. Hit that. I don't have as much range as I thought I did. Well, it's fine. Should have probably waited till this thing was actually on its last, like, phase transition and try to cover stuff. I don't know. Oh, perfect. No, this is not too close. very rude. This one blows, it's fine. That feel when one little fish gets in your way and catches your H-strike. Yeah, let's go. Ow. Final boss turn speedrun to portal speedrun spawn. And then here you are, I guess. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's so much the spawn locations that makes it a pain in the ass. It's just sometimes things will get in your way. And then Overlorder's second and third phases, you do actually generally have to shoot it to actually get the rest of its HP down. 10-minute, ooh, throw this one the fuck out. But I mean, 24 minutes is still under 30, so the actual intended goal is met, so I'm fine with that. So it's be like, what the hell is it referring to best times, but never mind. I think my longest is still in the 30s. RTA or in-game? Because I could tell you if I did certain palettes right now, they'd be like 30 minutes RTA, roughly. I think there's at least one of my records still that's like in that range. Callie's, I think. I almost have my pearls maxed out, nice. RTA, real time. So like what the timer there is for, rather than like the time that the game gives you at the end that you can see like here. Yeah, actually I want to double check something. Okay, I did have that. Oh, you mean what they gave you? Oh, okay. So let's see, what is the oldest record this has, but it's from like April. Also reminds me, I don't think I've done a run of Marie's palette properly on Switch 2. Or if I did, I sure as shit don't remember it. Find out, Marie Charger 2339. But I think that's my Switch PB. Side order. Marie's palette, Switch. No, it's... When the fuck was that then? Switch 2 worth it? I would say yes, but it also kind of depends on what you would be getting it for. Because admittedly I don't have a whole lot of Switch 2 exclusive games. I think I have 2? Which is the Welcome Tour and Yakuza 0. Also, because I know I need to do this for next week. 105. Okay. Optimization wise though, for most things that I have played, yes. Splatoon 3 might be like one of the least affected games, but that's because half of it already was running like pretty okay. You do get faster load times, so. But I know that there's other stuff like like Yakuza Kiwami. I don't think you could get me to ever speedrun that on an OG Switch again. At least if you play it on the Switch 2. This is like playing the Switch 1 version of the game, not the one that's coming out in November. At least if you play the Switch 1 version on a Switch 2, the game actually runs properly. But it comes with the downside that it is still like locked to 30 FPS, so that's something you have to contend with. But the 30 FPS lock is mostly only an issue if you're speedrunning it, because it means that bosses will regen health significantly quicker than you would expect. I was gonna say, is that even on? It is. Also, Promise Mascot Agency Switch to update when? I know the answer is when the devs actually get the dev kit, but I was gonna say, yeah, there we go. I'm used to fighting my Switch just to play a game, trust, yeah. Yeah, I feel like after having used the Switch too, it's like there's so many games that it's like I don't think you could get me to actually go back to an actual Switch to like play even just some games, play them casually. But for some others it's like playing casually maybe, but speedrunning absolutely not. That is, what the fuck do I have? Oh, okay. But to be like, I got like, wait, this isn't Splatoon? Yes, because I just changed my category to Lost Judgment, but also hi there. I was about to say, I had like 3 notepad files open. And I was like, I know one of them is 0 and one of them is this game, and I couldn't remember what the hell the third one was. It was New Game Plus for, what do you call it? New Game Plus for, Pirate Yakuza. This channel's about. Literally just a do whatever the fuck channel. I don't know. I don't have anything specific in mind, but a lot of what I've been kind of doing lately is speedrunning stuff. And I have two marathon runs. Wait, no, sorry. Yeah, 2 minimum coming up within the next month. That I need to practice for. One of them is actually next week, which is why I switched over to this. And then depending on how things go, there's another extra 2 I also need to practice as well, so that I can do those. Because I have to do this for a marathon next week, and then for Flame Fatales, there's Agent Force Palette and Splatoon 3 Side Order. Actually, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that part out loud, but basically I need to make sure I can actually do the first climb RTA run. So the first climb that you do with Pearl's palette in side order. Since the game lets you actually like go back to actually do that whenever the hell you want to. That one I need to keep derested, and like a Dragon Gaiden is the last one, and that would depend on it coming off of the backup list. Actually, before I start this, I actually want to practice this whole thing first. Because yeah, like a Dragon Gaiden is currently a backup run for Flame Fatales, and Agent Force palette is one that is on the schedule. When the schedule. Also, now that I know you can actually hold the button that's a lot easier to do this with, he's gonna catch me. Okay, apparently not. I lied. But I need to pay attention to how these guys are. No, apparently not. Ooh, you don't see me, sir. Don't worry about it. Okay. No, never mind. I guess we're good. Kaito cake, yeah. See, I realized something I was doing wrong with this, which is why I would sometimes end up with a bit of an issue, is, like if you look, I guess you can't see it now, once I'm out of that though, like if you look at the bottom there, it says to sprint, you can only hold X, and it's like, if you're trying to do that but also move the camera control stick and shit, it makes it very hard to kind of try to move things correctly enough so that sometimes you'll get caught by someone. Whereas if you hold R2, it becomes an entire non-issue, and it's just like, hell yeah. I always wondered. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that was worth double checking. I was like, can you actually grab the crowbar before you check the cabinet? I end up having the claw grip more often than I initially thought in some of these runs. That's fair. I'm trying to think. I don't think there would be a logical way for me to try to claw grip this, but I'm also like already awkwardly holding this controller as is. But yeah, it's just if you're trying to hold X and also move this, it just doesn't work as well. At least for me. I can't speak for other people. That also makes me wonder if I actually should have submitted, because I submitted this to Lady Arcaders with the same hour 15-minute estimate that I did with the Sonic and the Sega All-Stars marathon. With like the main idea being like, you know, if you fail cop skip a bunch of times, it's like, okay, well shit, there's a bunch of fucking time gone. And it's like, I feel like if there's anything I need to practice in this run at this point, it might not actually be cop skip. It might actually be this other thing that I'm about to do. Just so I actually kind of can see if I have this down. Oh, I forgot I had a save there. Shit. Not actually relevant to practice, but I was like, one of the very dumb ideas I had for a possible incentive is literally like, well, the game has a photo mode. You also get to meet Camelot. Why not take a picture with Camelot? It takes a few seconds, and it's also like, hey, look, bunny. Okay, I'm trying to remember because I know some of these are missing because they're like icons of Yagamis that Kaito doesn't get. What the fuck is the one that's usually under items? Also, yeah, I might have to actually sit down and finish this version of Lost Judgment. Okay, you can skip that cutscene earlier than I thought you could. Interesting. Oh, wrong move. Also wrong move. Sir, what are you doing? There we go. Okay, at least that one was because I whiffed the last hit. Because I'm pretty sure you cannot pile drive someone if you miss the last hit on them. I need to practice this asshole, yeah. My concern in general is the pile driver combo in general, but yeah. I figure if like you have to use it on him already enough, this is probably the best spot to try to practice it. Okay, you know what? This isn't actually going that bad. Because anytime I've whiffed, it's either because my shit's not hit to begin with, or I forgot he actually doesn't like end on his like it right last HP bar, or I have like a little bit of HP. But yeah, because I know that there was one of them that whiffed in there that was specifically because the final hit of the the main combo didn't actually connect, and it's like, okay, that makes sense at least. Gotta go to bed. Good luck with the rest. Thanks. You said you have to go to like the work orientation thing tomorrow, right? 'Cause if so, good luck with that. Hopefully things turn out okay. Yeah, it's at 9 a.m. Oh god. Yeah, hopefully things go well with that then. And yeah, hope you enjoy your sleep at least. Okay, I think this should be safe enough to just do an actual outright derust. I need to not have that as my thing selected. I almost was about to start the timer at the wrong spot, forgetting that this is literally like Gaiden, where it gives you this screen. Go figure, the game that Gaiden like borrows so much from has the same autosave screen. Actually, Pirate Yakuza, I guess, has it too, but only for any percent. Also, I couldn't remember all of what that screen said earlier because I was mentioning that to the one who was handling Lady Arcader's stuff earlier, because it's like, yeah, it gives you that warning for this when nothing of that sort is in the Kaito files. It only applies to the main, like, Lost Judgment portion. Left circle. Triangle? Triangle. Circle, triangle, circle. So, right, left. Right. Left. Circle, square, square, circle. I always wondered if you left Kaito kind of more in the middle of the street, if he'd actually fall over, but I also don't feel like testing that right this second. Cool. Now it's time to just mash circle until it's done. I just realized I didn't turn the subtitles back on again. I guess it doesn't matter a whole lot, given that, like, everything's getting skipped right now anyway, but yeah. I should probably do that at some point. I was hoping those two were gonna be a little closer together. That was very rude, Sendo. Get out of here, sir. That was pretty meh-ish. I think I need to get used to using like the 2 light attacks and heavy instead of possibly wasting time. Oh, wait, fuck. Oh. Sugiya and Tsukumo, who literally cannot get into the city that fast. Hoshino, who literally said that he needs to do some work. I still find it funny that Hoshino is on that list, because it's like, Kaito, if you had any amount of thought, you would remember that Hoshino was like, I gotta do some work, man. Bye. Anyway, over here. Some shit going on here. Which is all, well, somewhat fine. We can ignore it for now. And this is when Sadamoto appears. Oh, why did I think that there was a bottom option? I was gonna say, I didn't get, yeah, okay, title card skip is right there. And because this is PS4, taxing is slower. Thankfully Thankfully, tender is an actual area trigger, so it doesn't actually matter if like a fight spawns like lurking nearby. Nope, skills. There we go. An actual time where I did not forget to actually grab the attack boost before getting here. It's a Christmas miracle. Oh wait, that's a text skill. It literally says that on my notes too. I don't know why the fuck I tried otherwise. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. I was gonna say, it might be faster than the time that's there, but it's probably not faster than gold. But green is nicer than accidentally getting red. I wanted to skip that, thank you. Just like, haha, time save? No. Okay, yeah, this is the investigation part first. I keep thinking the fight is first and not this. Excuse me. I like try to actually get her to. Wow, we were just fucking this up hard. I actually don't recall if you actually are supposed to speak to Hota, because I don't think you do. Oh no, yes you do. I lied. Yeah. Goodbye, sirs. If y'all want to get hit, it's fine. I need something quick. There we go. So it's like I don't need him to actually try to do the counter bullshit. That's exactly the way you lose some time. Possibly. Well, if he hits it, I guess. Because he can still theoretically just heat action him. This is the flashing light. Nice load screen. Nice load screen again. And okay, no, I have to actually walk into the back. Thank you, sir. Probably should just generally wait until Kaito's actually on the screen to like skip stuff. If it's like one of the ones where it has to give dialogue boxes instead of like a proper cutscene. Sure. I also would have preferred if he didn't actually get that far away. I did actually want the set start. Take Boulevard, okay. Just skip. Taxi. I don't know why I thought it was lower on the list. Ooh, wait. Has that guy always had his stun gun and I just forgot? Because, yeah, I'd like to not have that around. I'd rather have Knife Boy be around. I also would have preferred not to have to counter him. Go this way. I think it would have been funny to actually go to Theater Alley, just like, here you go. Totally far from where you actually want to be. Trying to think. Okay, yeah, you do the cleaning lady first. Help the cleaning lady get the cat down. I don't know why the way Kaito just had his hands there, like, what the fuck? Because, like, I know it was literally because of the fact that he got stopped while trying to, do the, what do you call it? Do his, like, collision animation, but it looked like he was holding his hands out for something. Kitty! Hello. Get the cat down. Okay. Right, and this should be the point I'm thinking of. Hello, Cinda. Stop being annoying little shit. I didn't actually want you dudes, I wanted you. It's my fault for not actually holding Arwen down. Anyway, yeah, here's Cinda. I was slightly hoping this guys would have come a little closer beforehand. Instead, take 50 million years to like throw the bike. Okay. Taxi. Take Boulevard, because we're going to their kind of not quite old hideout. I only say kind of, not quite, just because of the fact that you do actually end up having to come back here later with them. So I want this box. Oh, fuck. This doesn't put you into... No, it does not, okay. Pink Street. He makes the ceiling look so low. If I remember correctly, like, half the protagonists in this series are like 6-foot fucking giants, so... And I wouldn't be surprised if the roof, or like the ceiling rather, was like made with the intent of like people who are kind of shorter in height. Cheeky little fucking shits. Only reason why that one caught me because it's like, yeah, that's not an area trigger. That would have actually forced a fight. I still don't understand how guy downstairs can like just hear you and not just be like, oh, surely that's one of my buddies just walking upstairs, right? See, again, like... I also keep forgetting you can skip the first one of that. Walk in a bit. I should have just text skipped that because that felt like a bit of a waste of time. Kaito, please, thank you. Yeah, I don't give a shit. We ain't got time to do stealth section properly. We need to get the fuck through this building. Oh yeah, actually, I just realized there's also, I suppose there's also the option of possibly being like, do you wanna see the lovely Camelot jump scare that exists in this game? As like something you could do during the run. Okay, so I know that there's a guy in there. What is this guy in there? Primal Eye, this is the Camelot jump scare door. This is the door we need to go in after dealing with this guy. Goodbye, sir. Oh boy. Hit a second door. Actually, though, this is something I kind of find funny, the fact that it's like... Hold on. The fact that, like, even if you have subtitles turned off, anything that's like a character's actual thought will always still pop up on screen. I am surprised I am not dying going into this fight. I'll take it. Bad food though. Okay, well that's... Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Good Fudo. Just like bad Fudo for him like doing his standard transition, then it's like, oh well, he didn't actually get to like try to counter though, so. Actually, I don't even think he got a hit on me. Also, you would think after like running this and Gaiden on PS4 specifically, after a bit, that it's like I wouldn't be trying to go into the menu at a time where it's very clear you do not have character control. I don't know if this scenario trigger, but those guys are too far away anyway. Pink Street, because let's go back to the office. What seems off? There's guys in the office smoking, and there's cigarette smoke smells weird. Not even joking. Thank you, good sirs. Then these guys can get fucked over by the cops. Take this moment to actually scroll down on my notes. Plus 24 seconds, I imagine a lot of that was just fucking up movement shit. Or actually fucking up cutscene skips probably too. Oh, maybe last upgrade menu soon as well. Actually, never mind. I know the other thing too. Switching to first-person view before actually being close enough to get to the Matsukane office. Oh, hold on. No, I needed the picture still. Oh my god, it helps if I actually hit the right control stick. There we go. That would have been nice though if it's actually like you don't actually have to look at the bag if you don't care. But it would also make it kind of redundant of like why are you looking at the actual physical item. Okay. Now that I'm done fucking up all that shit. Ace Enhancer 1. EX Full Swing. Enhance Reversal Rage. You know what? Sure, why the fuck not? Okay, good. You do actually have enough. You could actually do that. I should try to figure out how you can close distance easier with Kaito while someone's in the air. So I'm certain there's a way to do it. What a cheeky little shit. I would have preferred if that guy didn't follow her, but that's whatever, I guess. Good enough-ish? Question mark. Okay, that's because he's in phase transition, that's fine. Kenmochi is like a pain in the ass to actually try to do the pile driver on, especially once he's actually transitioned. Don't know how many times I said it, but I love these combat cinematics. Oh, some of them are fucking great. This one especially, where it's just like, here you go, I'm gonna throw you and this whole ass lamp post across the yard. It's kind of unfortunate that you have to skip it since it's a skippable cutscene, but also watching Kenmochi pull the lamppost out of the ground in the first place is also pretty damn funny. Everyone in this universe feels like a metahuman, yeah. Everyone too strong for their own good, maybe. I think Yagami might be like the closest example of someone who is actually like kind of normal. Cause like the thing that you do earlier, where you brute force through all the stealth section in the KJ Arts building, you try to do that with Yagami, you will insta fail. Like he has to actually go through stealth sections correctly. Damn, I didn't realize that increased your speed that fucking much. Holy shit. Up twice this time. This is not the cop section. Oh wait, you can skip that. I don't know why I thought you couldn't. Wow, not only didn't get the drop kick, but it didn't even kill him. That kind of hurts. Especially since the drop kick is pretty damn funny if you actually do it. Doing that more so they're actually like towards this way. Keep having an issue where I'm like way too far back, or put way too far back because of having to fight those guys. No, shit. Ow. Should I have heat actioned him with that? No, but oh well. I keep forgetting this actually lets you pretty quickly switch your styles. So hitting down more than once is more a hassle than it should be. How is bro not dead? There's like so much shit you do in this where it's just like, how is dude not dead? I was gonna say I have to wait for him to be on screen. They're seeing it. I believe this is an area trigger, so I don't think I care that those guys are there. Oh, I can actually just kind of slip by anyway, it doesn't matter. Ready for some cop skip? Goodbye, sir. Okay, that one wasn't nearly as bad as the one earlier. Because it's like, yeah, if that guy had caught me that time, I would have been like, what the actual fuck game? Hello, dude. Bye, dude. Don't worry about it. Bye, dude. So anyway, just casually just breezing through cop skip. Sir, hurry up, please. Sir, hurry up, please. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay, now that I know you can't actually grab the crowbar first, there's no point in trying to do so. So I'll let Kim know she's carried. I want that. And now I go grab the crowbar. Which, now that I think about it, I'm kind of like, wait, why wouldn't Kaito just grab it anyway, just to be safe? Oh. I forgot you have to actually manually grab the tablet. It is everyone who has been killed so far. Things that I feel like you hear and you're like, wait, what? Things you hear out of context, rather. There we go, go here. And now time for the most... Actually, I'm lying if I say this is actually boring, it's just the most, like, It's the one point in the run where it's absolutely like, yeah, you literally don't have to fucking do anything except for walk. Walk and make sure you don't hit NPCs. Actually, it's to the point, I'm just gonna sit here and take a drink right now. Oh yeah, I remember there was like some conversation. I don't think you get to see it in this section, but I remember when playing through this like normally, there was like some conversation about like, who the fuck watches streamers and shit like that, and it's like, fuck. Yeah, and I forgot he actually turns around there. 3% means like sweet fuck all though. It will mean something if I run into one of these motherfuckers. There we go. Hello, cute cat. Very adorable kitty, very adorable bunny later in the run. I'm gonna do this just because I know the game's gonna be like, he's out of your line of sight. It really does watch streamers. There's another nice little kitty there on the vending machine. I was gonna say, if that guy starts moving, I'm fucking... lose it. Anyway, he didn't, so it's fine. Well, I'm where I need to be, so I don't give a shit at this point. There we go. And this case I have to run past them, so this is normal. That's very unfortunate. I'm gonna wait for that guy to come back over. Okay, or he just wants to fucking chill over here. That's fine too. Guys have to be the other way. That way. I highly doubt it'll happen again, but I'm kind of waiting for some point when doing a run of this where I end up with 99% alertness again and still pass the fucking whole thing. Just like, yeah, all he had to do was look at you like for a millisecond and you would have been fucked, and it's just like, nah, you good. Japanese Bruce Wayne. The thing is, I don't even have to like try that hard to like not get caught because of the difficulty being lowered to simple. So I'm gonna walk here. I'm trying to remember when Kenmochi turns around again. I think you could safely... Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I think you can safely go for that spot in the car before he tries to do so. 69, nice. It's not gonna stay at that though. It would have been funny, but it's just, yeah. I already know once you come out of the little spot there behind the batting center that he starts seeing you again. Yeah, you know what? Sure, we'll use this sign. There we go. Bike is that what I actually want. I was gonna say those two can stay together. Okay, that was very rude, sir. You know what? Yeah, this fight's going very poorly. Sir, please kindly go fuck yourself. 69 good, I know nothing about access for streams. No, that was just me saying 69 because of the fact that there was literally just the number 69. 69 is high up on the list, as is 79. Because basically the more alert someone is to your presence, the more likely they'll try to like turn around to like see you and stuff. So you don't want to alert people as much as possible. The only thing is that for this at least, it is faster if you just run past Kinmochi in a couple spots, which means you have to increase his alertness. Like right there, he's already looking behind, so if I had stayed walking more in the middle of the road, he would have saw me, and then it would have started to go up even more. I am not gonna run, because I know that he does actually turn around once he's around that corner for a split second. Instead, I'm just gonna wait here, and then the game could be like, yeah, you're done. I didn't see if it was... okay, it's only one guy. Oh, right. I forgot. It doesn't bring you back to Senda by default. You have to actually manually walk over. I wish there was a way to do that without losing nearly as much momentum. 2, 3, 4. Actually, he should just die. Okay. I was gonna say, he should just die normally, actually, as long as he doesn't try to, use, any special moves. Hello, Kinmochi. I need to keep remembering that extreme heat will always drop your item. It's just like, yeah, this is the person who has world record for both Gaiden and this on PS4. Somehow forgets, like, yeah, by the way, extreme heat does this like instant weapon drop. Okay, I was gonna say, that should actually just push him over. He's oiled up. Both of them just soaked as fuck because of the pool. Wow, Ken Mochi didn't make the gross sound this time. Interesting. How the fuck did I save? Oh, never mind. Never mind. No, I don't have to actually ask that question. I was literally like, how the fuck did I save 22 seconds in that chapter? But then it's like, I'm pretty sure the timer, like the time step this is using right now, was when I was doing the like much more slower cop skip shit. So just basically breezing through all of them, it's like, yeah, there you go. Free time save. I was gonna say, if we could break through the wall, that'd be great. That works too. You have me slightly concerned, sir. Oh, and then Senda ends up being the one to actually do what I was like trying to avoid. Okay, that's Igarashi done. Senda, be a good boy, go down. Thank you. Good Senda. But not actually, because Mia here, I just hear Igarashi like change to his next phase and it's like, oh yeah, he'd action him, and then Senda's like, hold on, let me handle that for them. And it's like, thanks man. Exactly what I wanted. Back to the detective agency. Oh yeah, actually I didn't mention this. I'm actually curious if it'll happen during this run. I kind of broke this earlier. I only just remembered about it. Oh, there we go. But basically, because I was like, just had like part of the game loaded up. One of the things I did was like the Tashido fight earlier, and when he'd actioning him, I am pretty sure almost always it's just literally left you in the area you're fighting him in. And for some reason earlier, wow, throat dying. Earlier it moved both Kaito and Tashido into the fucking hallway. And I'm like, what? No, do this. I'm just, yeah, I've literally not seen, like, the game move you to the wrong section before. So it's just like, okay. That's not supposed to happen, but sure, we'll go with that. Oh yeah, also there was the thing here, because I mentioned that there's like another way I saw you could do this. That it looks cooler, but I actually timed it out and it is unfortunately faster to literally just go and do this. Like, even if you're like kind of going through your menus somewhat like poorly, like there, it's faster just to change Kaito into a different set of clothes and then try to walk in. Because the other way is you basically go into first person mode right off the bat. You look inside the party and then you examine a waiter that you see walking around. And Kaito immediately is just like, oh yeah, right, I should probably look for a waiter uniform, huh? This fight here. I'm actually very curious to see if the same thing will happen again, because it would be funny if it does. I suppose I will, if I want it to happen, I would probably need him to be like near the door if I heat action him. No, that, like, see there, that one left us outside. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened earlier, but yeah, like when I did that, basically, it moved into the hallway. And it's like, we're fighting outside, and the door is very visibly closed. Like, what? Like, we weren't fighting in here. Camelot. Bunny! Okay, don't do what I did earlier. You actually go into the bathroom first. Then you go to the door. Also, yeah, okay, something that comes to mind now that I see how much the, secret arts, like, increases your speed. The thought that comes to mind would be getting Nishio in the air while that is, like, active, because that would let you close distance pretty damn easily. I was about to say, I was hoping those two would stay together, but they actually did, so it's fine. Just this guy didn't take as much damage as I was kind of hoping he would. Take out bigger guy first, because otherwise he's gonna be a pain in my fucking ass. It's actually weird because the other guy doesn't seem to get raged if you take out his friend first, but if you take out this guy that is on the floor first... Oh, actually, he's feared, even. like had a fear inflicted on him. But yeah, if you take out the guy with the smaller HP first, what ends up happening is the other guy gets rage and is an absolute fucking monster. You know what? I'll take that, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna leave those guys, or that one guy I guess, to them. Why not? Thanks, Igarashi and Senda. Most wonderful AI partners. Actually, then again, I say that knowing that I don't think anyone can ever be as god-awful of an AI partner as Masaru is. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't want to actually get stuck in the red boxes during this. Heal my ass, because I'm about to fucking die. That's adorable, sir. Anyway, enjoy table. Actually, Hoshi's the one that I don't like staying alive, so... Hoshi, please get the fuck out of here. Okay, well, I mean, he's close enough to dying, it's fine. And that is exactly why I don't like Hoshi being alive, because he has a fucking gun. Mini boss with gun is usually bad news. Should've just realized there was still tables, but they're on this side of the room. There we go. His weakness is long range attacks, yeah. Well, guns are usually bad in most of these games. Some more than others, but yeah, for Judgment and... Actually, Judgment is probably the worst. Because of the fact that Judgment has the mortal wound system, so if you get like shot or stabbed, not only do you take a decent chunk of HP, you have to actually go to a doctor to get that HP, like, so that you can actually recover it. Otherwise, it just like stays like entirely cut off from you. I thought it was playing Lost Judgment, not Yakuza 0. Actually, to be fair, Jun Oda you only fight once, and he's like super early in Zero's run. Just because him and this guy have the same voice actor. No, shit. PPE is 2 X's because this is not normal difficulty. Normal, I think it's either 2 X's and down or down and 2 X's. I was slightly hoping he would have stayed on the ground enough for me to just heat action him there. Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna kill him. Cheeky little shit. One more cutscene. Yeah, because I think this should have me at the end. The entrance of Tenkaichi Street. Jesus Christ, I can't words. Well, let's see how this shit goes. I don't think the 105 is being beaten, even with the nice free time save. I need to figure out what the fuck is going on in chapter 2. Okay, that's because that didn't connect, so that's fine. And that's because he interrupted me. Yeah, that's fine. I like how do practice run of him and it's like went very well and then it's just like, oh yeah, no, actual fight goes to shit. I mean, that works too. That's because it didn't connect. shoot a cover. Can you stop being a dick? Yeah. I wasn't even trying to hit circle there, but okay. That's fine. 1, 2. Yeah. If that had gone the way it did earlier instead, it would have been like, ooh, nice. But no. Went to shit. It's fine. But yeah, it's something specifically in Chapter 2 that I need to fix, because I think Chapter 1, outside of like if I forget the attack upgrade, there's not a whole lot I think I can do. I think I don't remember which run it was, but there was one of them where I think gold is like too far perfected that it might not be possible to gold that again. And then Chapter 3, yeah. Chapter 3 was golded literally because of the cop skip. Like, actually doing it the way that you should be doing it, instead of me being, like, hella cautious and shit. Oh my god, I hate that that thing is there. Yeah, I guess it's not that bad though, considering I wouldn't have really done Kaito Files like from start to finish for I don't think I've touched it since June. So to only be a minute-ish, if that, behind at least my PB is, whatever. Actually, is it a minute, or is it less than that? Lost Judgment. Kaito Files, PS4. Oh, it's actually less than that. It's like 30 seconds slower. Actually, okay. At some point, I should also just look at live split before actually looking at, like, the actual times on the leaderboards. Because if I had, I would have seen plus 30. And it would be like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's plus 30 seconds. There you go. But yeah, that's not really a huge issue. But it is slightly funny to me that the thing that actually does need the most like practice in general, especially if I was like interested in lowering my times, is largely fights and probably menuing. The one thing that I know, like, for at least a fair few people that tends to trip them up, the whole cop skip thing. At this point, I'm just like, yeah. I think we got that down, and I really can't think of that many times lately where I failed that. Which is... I feel like that's one of those things where it's like, on one hand, it's like, you know, GG, you like have like one of those run killing parts kind of down inadvertently, but it's also like, Why the fuck is running past a bunch of guards like the one thing I can do extremely well somehow? Just like, yeah, just run very fast. GG, done. Which I guess is also, you know, like, do speed run fast. Which is literally what you're supposed to do. Hmm. I think right now I'm trying to debate on, do I want to do another round of that? Either do another round of Kaito Files, maybe do another round or two of Splatoon 3, or just call it there. I can tell you, I am not gonna be sitting here trying to do a Gaiden run as well. If I switch games again, it's gonna be going back to Splatoon 3. So... let's see, yeah, I might actually have to sit through and, like, play through this. Actually, I suppose I could at least do the playthrough of this on easy. Wait. Yeah. So I'm trying to remember, I think if you do runs of this, it is usually on easy difficulty, not simple. Like, it's not like the Kaito Files where you switch it halfway through or something. Even though realistically I would think that simple would be what you would want, because Yagami has... I know he has at least 2 stealth sections. There's one in particular I'm thinking of because it's a stealth section where you have to get by a bunch of cops. Again. Whereas at least the other one is... kind of not so bad? But yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I guess it's mostly like, do I want to sit here to do another hour-ish long run? I feel like my answer is no, but part of me is slightly... oh, I'm gonna have to stand up to do that, it's fine. Part of me is slightly tempted to do one more Splatoon 3 side order run. It's just that I did know I had to at least do like some form of practice for this, because like I was mentioning earlier, it's the run I will have to do. I'm trying to think of the way you phrase this. Basically, because the Lady Arcader's Super Showcase is next week, and this is basically what's closing out on Thursday? I don't know why I said it like that when it's like I literally can look at the schedule. And the fact that, you know, there's also a chat command for that as well. Yeah, it's closing out Thursday. Because yeah, if you do this in chat, and this will actually also send the same message to Twitch. Twitch actually got the reply for the command first. But yeah. Kaito Files right now is basically set to be done at 12, at least my time, it's 12:07 a.m. on Friday. Because being an hour ahead of the actual like time zone the event is being held in. So I think if you switch it, or not think, it's, yeah, I think Eastern is the default. Yes, it is. Eastern time is the default, so that would be like 11:07, whereas instead of midnight. Whereas, yeah, Flame Fatales is not happening until... I guess it depends on how you want to phrase it, because I would say the first full week of September, but you could also consider it, I guess, the second week, because September 1st is literally on a Monday, and that is probably close enough to consider it like a full week. And Flame Fatales is from September 7th to the 13th or 14th. It's until the 14th. So basically Sunday to Sunday. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's a lie. It's just the 14th on my end because of the fact that my fucking time zone pushes the finale into like midnight type of thing. And yes, Splatoon 3 side order Age of Voice palette is specifically on September 12th. That motion sickness is slowly setting in. Would be a good idea to lie down then. Unless that's what you're currently doing, in which case maybe the opposite might be the better case. I already am. Oh, okay. Rip. Sometimes when I'm up there and I look at like screens, my head starts to spin more. Ah, okay. I mean, it kind of makes sense because bright light, especially if you, I don't know if you're sitting in the dark specifically, but if you're especially doing that or just even like kind of dim light and then you look at bright light, it's like, shit. Yeah, it's pitch black. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess one other thing, because yeah, I didn't update the thing that appears in chat, and it actually does not look to be updated on their site right now. Presuming that they're able to do it, I believe both Panda and Garlic are commentating for the Kaito Files. YouTube has another update. Uh, yes, no, maybe. I actually did notice when what's it called? When I opened up YouTube Studio, it's like all rounded corners now on like all of the menus for some reason. But yeah, from what I can see right now though, for the Lady Arcaders showcase, I don't see Garlic's name like added in right now, but is like presuming that like things are fine or whatever, then she will also be there because right now it just shows Panda and the person that's hosting. Also, yeah, I'm also just realizing I think the only point during the Kaito Files where you might actually be able to like have a break, speaking wise, I guess, because that's something I was like meaning to also like make note of while doing that run. I know the Ken Mochi tailing segment is absolutely one. I feel like the only other is maybe when you're like, or like the like kind of obvious one more so, is when you are doing the like look inside the burned building. I guess the KJ Arts building is also kind of free. Because half of that is literally just looking around. I say half of that, I'd say like more 3/4 of that is looking around. You have beaten some of your best times, sure. Update it. I don't care that much. Actually, yeah, let me see. 620 is apparently the fastest chapter one I've had. Which is interesting, I suppose. Yeah, I think I'll probably just leave it at this for now. Because chances are, especially now that I have my work schedule for next week anyway, I might actually do a morning-ish stream. Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, or possibly Thursday. I can't do one Thursday night because because of like the Lady Arcade showcase. I would be over there doing that. But part of me was just kind of like, what would be a good spot to like throw in a stream that is not just either Friday or Saturday type of thing? And I've noticed a fair bit recently that I keep like being like awake at 5, somewhere between like 5 and 7 in the morning, and especially if it's just gonna be like run practice, there's a part of me that's like, maybe I should do a stream at that point of the day just because I can do so. Because it's like, if I'm very clearly unable to sleep, I might as well do something with my time. But yeah, that was the one that came to mind, is like, I would say probably Tuesday in the morning. Or I should clarify morning for me at least. I guess the exception is if I get stuff done on Sunday that I want to get done, in which case Monday night might also be feasible. Yeah. But with that, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the stream at that. I will actually be back tomorrow to do more Batten Kaitos, like playing through that normally. Especially since it's the spot that I left off at is effectively like very close to if you were playing the original GameCube version, it's where you would have to switch your disc over. Let me see, because if I am gonna raid into the person that I am thinking of, that particular person does actually also stream to YouTube, so even though I can't actually like properly redirect, I can actually link their current stream in chat, so yeah. Actually, too, something I might do tomorrow as well, like just like very quick at start. I might do another run or two of Splatoon 3 side order, just because like I'm already gonna be using the Switch 2 to play Batten Kaitos already anyway. Kind of makes enough sense to me to just be like, yeah, fuck it, might as well just do another run or so. Especially since it's not really going to take like that much time to switch between games, so. And I think right now, if there's any run I am kind of particularly concerned about that I know I have to do, it's actually side order. Because I think at this point, like even with doing the runs that I was doing last month of it, I think Gaiden is pretty much like safe. And this also looks to largely be safe, the Kaito Files. So side order is probably what I might be focusing on the most of practicing anything. Which I guess thankfully it's the shorter of all three of them too, so. I think especially the first climb RTA, just because of the fact that if you miss that jump in the 5th floor specifically, it like loses you so much fucking time. So that, I think that in particular is like what I'm probably gonna try to like do more practice of compared to anything else until obviously September comes around and the event, or like Flame Fatales is over basically. But yeah, so like I said, I'll be back tomorrow, usual time, 11 p.m. Or 11 p.m. Atlantic at least. And maybe some Splatoon 3 practice like very early in the stream, but otherwise you'll just be continuing Batten Kaitos. And yeah, with that, I will send you all to Panda, who is also running in the Super Showcase. She's doing a race of Promise Mascot Agency with Abby's Corner, and she's currently practicing that right now. And as I said, she actually multi-streams to YouTube, so YouTube, actually gets a proper link for once. Good night, chat and DB. Good night. Hopefully your motion sickness goes away and just feel better overall. But yeah. Besides that, I don't really have anything else. So I should grab this thing real quick so I can do the thing. But yeah. Until tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye. Actually hit the rate now button, and actually hit the other button.